Hey everybody, today I am going to do Money Piece hair color on Amor. I haven't seen Amor since she was one, and if you're wondering, yes, I feel old. So now I'm mixing the color, and for the front of the frame of the color, which makes it Money Piece. If you want to, you can go Google Money Piece hair color and it'll show you a whole bunch of examples. There are a lot of ways to do this, but Amor, we went with like a chunky frame in the front, and then we're going to go on and do like little subtle hints on the ends all around the back. Now for the front frame, I am going to use foil because one, it helps me separate it from the rest of the hair, and two, the heat from using the foil will help lift that color a lot brighter, because we want the money piece to be very bright because we're going with a bright orange today, orangish copper tone. And then for the rest of the hair on the ends, we're going to do more of a subtle tone of the same color but just a little darker. So I'm gonna use a 30 volume for the front, and then I'm going to use 20 volume for the rest. Now, I know I haven't done many videos with color, maybe about 4 or 5, but I like to always talk about making sure that you are a good candidate for hair color. Like, I have one video that went viral that was called "She Asked for Color and I Said No." And about 10% of the comments are like, well, how you going to tell somebody no, you a hairstylist? They came to you for color. You need to give it to them. And my thing is, if it's not healthy, I cannot do that to a client's hair. It just, all it's going to do is end up getting worse, breaking off, falling out, and then it'll be my fault for not being honest and letting the client know that it wasn't a good idea just yet. So my thing is, just get your hair strong and intact, and then you can get color. Me, I'm always scared for color because my hair is, it's pretty strong, but it goes through things a lot, and I wouldn't want to have color and find out the hard way that, you know, something would happen with my hair because of it. So me, I like to go the direction of just getting units and stuff, wigs, you know, whenever I want to have fun and put some color, you know, to my head. I just rather just cover it, keep my hair underneath the way it is. But other people love color. Some people get color every month, every couple months, and their hair does well with it. So if you have breakage, if you have excessive shedding, if your hair is just weak or goes through things a lot, I don't think that you are a good candidate for color, and you should get your hair strong and then get the decision. I mean, make the decision. Get a licensed professional to do your color, or them to look at your hair. Somebody who's going to be super honest with you, and, you know, and just go from there. Now, because the color was so thick and pasty, you are going to have to make sure that you are saturating that hair, because from the outside looking in, it'll look like that hair is covered, but the hair that's against the foil won't even be touched by the color. So just make sure that you are brushing and painting it very well, and just make sure that hair is saturated all the way through. If you are into my hoodie, I got this hoodie from whatshesaid.com. Sometimes I wear shirts on here or hoodies and you guys ask, so I said I'm gonna start letting you guys know where you can get one. So whatshesaid.com, go get you a hoodie. She got a lot of cute stuff. Check it out. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm going to go in on the rest of her hair with 20 volume, and I'm going to freehand and just tap some of those ends. So I'm not going to do the whole thing. I'm just going to just kind of, you know, on my own discretion, I'm just going to grab some hair and I'm going to put color on it, and this is going to give her the subtle hints of color all throughout the rest of her hair. Now that I've finished adding color to the rest of the head, I'm just going to put a plastic cap over it. This isn't mandatory. I just find that I feel like the color lifts a little faster because it helps that heat generate from the scalp. And that's why when you're applying color, you don't want to put it on the scalp first. You want to do at least like an inch away from the scalp, simply because the heat from your scalp will develop it a lot faster, and then you'll have really bright roots and the rest of your hair will be the color that you are really going for. So just be careful when you're doing color not to put it on the root first. Now I'm just going to go in and see what that color is doing, what this money piece is doing. See if it's lifting. Ow. Is lifting. Okay, so I'm going to take my brush and I am going to just go over it a little bit more just to make sure that that color is fully saturated. Remember earlier I said to make sure that the color is touching every part of the hair. Now I kind of feathered it up near the root because I'm not going to take it all the way to the root. I want it to look as if it grew out a little bit. So I'm just pushing that color all the way through towards the foil and just making sure that every piece is saturated, every piece is covered, so that it won't be any blotchiness, any spots, any lines of demarcation, or anything of that nature. And you want to go in under every one of those foils, check them, and do the same thing. So I let that sit a few more minutes and washed it out, and boom, this is what we have so far. So next I'm going to go in with what is wrong with me? A semi-permanent color by Adore in Sunrise Orange. Now we want the front to be very bright. We talked about it, and we wanted the money piece to stand out. So we're going to go in and we are going to put that on her freshly dyed hair because the cuticle is open. It's going to be good and it's going to make it last a lot longer. It's super safe to put a rinse over top of permanent dye. Now, just like with the permanent color, you also want to make sure that this rinse is also very saturated throughout the hair because you don't want any spots telling on you that you missed a spot. So just go, as deeply as you can and just rub it together. I like a lot of rinses I notice have like a leathery consistency, and that helps so much. But some do not, so you have to manually just do the best you can. So just take thin sections and apply that color and take your time. You see I'm wiping her ear now, and I'm going to wipe her neck off because color stains, and you just want to kind of be proactive as far as removing it off of the skin because it makes your job a lot easier if you have to go in later and remove color from any spills or anything that's touched her. So you got to make sure you do that too. Now you can just go in and do the other side, make sure the whole head is done. And once you get the color all over it, what I'm going to do next, if you've seen me do rinse before, I'm going to take some cotton and I'm going to wrap it all around her edges and just create a barrier between her skin and the color, because a lot of times when you go under the dryer heats up the color and it kind of thins the color out, and in turn it starts to drip. So the only way to be proactive with that is to create that barrier so that when it drips, it just touches the cotton and lands on that instead of landing on the skin. Now she sat under the dryer for 30 minutes with her rinse, and then she got shampooed and conditioned, and her hair is colored. So as you can see, the all around the sides and the back is a little more subtle than the front. I'm about to go put this serum on, a little extra than usual, heat protectant, just to protect her hair, especially since she had color. You just want to use a tiny bit extra than usual, and I'm going to rub it all throughout her hair. See how bright the front is? It's a little different than the rest of the hair, but that's causing dimension. So you'll see what it looks like in a second. So here is my first section, and I'm getting ready to blow dry. Now, you know, I'm always going to tell you to be a little gentle. Make sure you're gentle when you're dealing with your hair, other people's hair. I know it might look a little rough right now, but it's not. I promise. It's not at all. And I'm going to take my dimming brush and my ceramic red blow dryer, and I am going to straighten this bad boy out. I was thinking about doing a video with only blow drying. I haven't done one in so long, and if you want me to do a video just solely concentrating on how to achieve a straight blow dry, because I see some comments that ask, so I just want to know if you guys want a video like that. Let me know in the comments if you do, and I'll make sure I'll make you guys a video showing you how I achieve such straight hair with just the blow dryer. Here goes the subtle copper. I'm gonna lift her hair up so you can see. So pretty. I love it. It came out good. Now, I know you saw the title of this video and you're probably wondering, well, how did she mess up the color? So let me tell y'all how I messed up. Now, me and Amor kind of communicated in the beginning, but we didn't communicate for real. You know, like, she told me she wanted her hair cut today, and she showed me a chart of all these different bobs, and I just assumed that she wanted a longer bob. I didn't think she wanted the shortest one on the page, okay? So I'm like, you want it here? She like, I think I want a short bob. And I'm like, what? Like here or here? And how I messed up is that I put her color so low down that look what we're doing. It's leaving. We have to cut the color off because Amor said, I want my hair to sweep my shoulders. I couldn't believe my ears, y'all. I could not believe my ears. But, you know, we were okay with it. I had to just, you know, I had to give her the cut she wanted, and it's okay that we ended up cutting the color off. And I told her, like, in a few months we can just add, you know, color to the rest of her bob. But I don't know why I didn't think she wanted to cut all her hair off today, and so yes, she did. So it's still a tiny bit in there. If you look good, you gotta squint. Just squint your eyes. That's cool. But on the side, it's cool. It's a lot on the side, and it's a little in the back. So it's cool. It's cool. Then it was time to add a little layer and just kind of take that weight out. So that was stressing me out even more because the little tiny bit of color in the back, we had to chop at it. So It's not that serious, guys. I just had to talk myself down, but it's not that serious. And you know, it is what it is. As you can see, I'm a little sad again now that I'm rewatching the footage that we had to get that color off. But it's cool. It's cool because honestly, I also messed up when you really think about it. Even if she was getting a long bob, I still didn't put the color up high enough for that either. So either way, I kind of messed up on that situation. But I'm gonna make sure that she has some more color the next time she comes through. See, most hairstylists who do cuts and color on the same day, they do the cut first. But Amor came in with her natural curl pattern, and I didn't want to have to wash it and blow it out and put all that stress on her hair and then go in with color. I just felt like we could go from where it was, and I was wrong. Because even the shrinkage, you know, I thought the color was even higher than it was because of the shrinkage, and it wasn't. So, lesson learned. You know, we're not perfect, and we all learn. So, I make mistakes. We all make mistakes, and just know that it doesn't make you any less of a stylist. You know, you just gonna learn, and next time it'll be better. So now I'm going in with my 22 titanium iron, and Amor wants a bit of a wave today. She doesn't want it super tight curls, and she doesn't want it straight. She just wants a little bit of a wave closer to the end. So we're going to go in and give her a messy beach look by adding some drunken curls. How you do waves with a flat iron is you just take it down and just release it, you know, and then you take your hand and just finish that little wave. So it's not, you don't want to turn your iron too tight. You just want to glide down it and just allow the hair to just fall out on its own. So watch, just glide down and release. I'm just checking out the cut. The ends look really good. I'm happy about that. You know, I'm happy about the whole thing. I'm not complaining. I just really do wish that I was paying more attention. So we are expecting to have our flat irons back in stock by the end of spring. Just keep your fingers crossed that they get here on time, and they will be back in both Signature Royal, which is purple, and Smoke and Mirrors, which is the black. So like I said, keep your fingers crossed, because the shipment, boy, the shipment. But hopefully we will be good. If you are wondering what I washed Amor's hair with today, I washed it with our first class Tamaracco shampoo and conditioner, and that was simply to make sure that she had moisture on her hair, especially after getting a chemical today. I just wanted to make sure that that oil and that moisture was locked in and it is coating her color. As you can see by Amor's mask, she is a Philly John and goes to Temple University. If you are from Philly, put a bell in the comments, you know, for the Liberty Bell. I know you like, what? But put a bell in the comments so I can see how many of my subscribers are from Philly. Also, if you're from somewhere else and you want to represent, put what you want to put in the comments. If you're from Georgia, give us a peach. I don't know what a lot of other people's stuff is. Like, I don't know Texas people might want to put a star. I don't know, but tell me where you're from because I am genuinely interested. I am very happy about how bright her color came out that is framing her face. I feel like it looks very good and it looks also beautiful with her skin tone. So I'm definitely into that. But I really still can't wait to add more color to the rest of her hair. But I like the way it is, so she can do it both ways. Right now we can do it like this, and who knows, in a few months she might not even want to add color, but more than likely she will. You ever notice, like, when you get a haircut, like, you'll wear it for a couple weeks or a couple months, and then most of the time you be like, I want it cut some more, because you got to live with it a little bit. I just put some glass on there to put that shine in, and now I'm just going to comb her curls out, and then I'm just going to break them up and fluff them out. But I notice a lot of people who finally take the plunge and get a haircut after a while, they're like, yeah, I want it even shorter. Or some people get color and they take the plunge and they're like, I want more color. So more than likely she's going to want more, but you never know. Now, with your money piece hair color, you can also part it a whole bunch of different ways. I'm going to show you what it looks like if it's parted along the side with a heavy side bang. You know me, Justin Bieber bangs in my thing, so I definitely would love to do a Justin Bieber situation with the color underneath of my heavy bang. What? That sounds so cute. Look how cute this looks to the side. Oh my goodness, I love it like this too. How would you wear yours? Would you wear yours in the middle or to the side, or just alternate? Tell me which one you like more. I think I'm voting for a side part. This is cute. So Amor, she voted for the middle today, and I'm loving the way this looks. To me, the wilder the better, like, especially when you're going for wavy hair. Like, look at that, it's just nice and free, and it's like no way to really mess it up. You just, however it hang is how it hang. You know, so I'm loving it. I love how it came out, although, you know, we had that little mishap, but we'll get back to it. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all next time.